Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we're going to create a timeline using Doodly.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
Timelines are a visual way to share your company's history or any historical event in an engaging and easily understandable format. Today, we'll use the history of Google as our example to demonstrate how you can create a compelling timeline video in Doodly. First thing you need to do is gather your research. So that's what I did. You'll see here that I have some dates from 1998 to 2023, and then some major milestones that happened in Google's lifespan up to date. So now that we know that, we want to think about it. Okay, so we're going to put our beginning date here and our ending date at the end, and then we're going to have, depending on what happens along here, little key points, little milestones that we want to plot on the timeline. Okay, so that's our plan. So let me go ahead and delete this. Now we need the actual timeline, right? So let's go to props and let's just type in line. Those are the options. I think I'm going to go with the dotted horizontal line today. And let's just make it larger. And that should be good. Now let's add our start time and our end time. Okay, so they started in 1998. So that's gonna go here. And then they're currently, they're ongoing. So let's just type in present. Or no, let's just do 2023. I don't know, they probably did something in 2024, but we'll just go 2023 for now. And that looks pretty good. If we want to make sure it's all lined up properly, select them all, right click, align bottom, oops, align, let's do middle, align middle. Okay, so those are lined up perfectly. And then we can decide, do we want it down low, in the middle, up high? Let's go something like that. Okay, so now that we have these laid out, we want to kind of reverse engineer this a little bit. Let's take a look here at our timing. I'm going to have my dotted line draw on much faster. And then these two, they're probably fine. Now all of these are actually not going to be on my first scene. Okay, they're gonna come on one scene after another, but for now I need them here just as placeholders. I'm gonna go to my scene settings and I'm turning off my exit animation. And now I'm gonna duplicate this scene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So right click, duplicate. So here's my first duplication. Now, I don't want all of this drawing again between scenes. So I'm going to select everything, okay? So Control or Command A, and then I'm going to right click, choose settings, and duration 0. So now I have this little tiny scene, okay? It's only half a second because it's just a copy of this with nothing drawing. And that's exactly what I want for the moment. So now I'm going to right click this, and now I'm going to duplicate this 6 times. So now I can go back to my original scene here. Let's get rid of these. We'll leave 2000 there because that'll be our first milestone. And with that in mind, I probably can delete one of these at the end, but we'll get there when we get there. So now we can add our pointer. Map pointer is what I'm going to use. So I'm just using it kind of for emphasis. We'll just put it right on top. And then what happens in 2000? And then let's look at this. The drawing time for this, 3 seconds, way too long. 1 second. Presumably, we're going to talk in 1998. We're going to have a voiceover here saying it was founded by so-and-so. So this will obviously come before 2000. So let's just make sure we get that in there. A little adjustment here. And presumably, my voiceover will be talking about this line here, saying what it needs to say. So I need a little bit of a delay before 2000 comes on here. So I'm just going to add a delay. And then it'll come on 2000, and then we'll have this. I'm tempted to make this pop on. We'll see. All right, so let's just take a preview real quick. So it was founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, blah, 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 blah. And then in 2000, Google AdWords was launched. And then in 2004, okay, and that's how the voiceover is going to go, something like that. So I think this pointer is just going to pop on. We're just going to have it appear. So let's take one more look. So this comes on in 1998. Google was founded in a garage by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. And then in 2000, they launched Google AdWords. And then okay? So that is the plan. Now we want to go to our next scene, okay? And this time, we want these things to disappear for our next scene. I'm gonna do just a cut straight to the next thing. Once 2000 is done, we can delete it. And of course, now we're talking about 2004, so we no longer need these, okay? These are just placeholders. And let's copy and paste our little icon here, our pointer, and put it into position. That way it's the exact same size and it already has the 0 duration in there. That's why I'm copying and pasting it. If we want while it's in memory, we can just do that for each of these. So let's do 2006, 2008. So we're at 2004, and what happened? And if we wanted, we could put it down here just for some variety. And that's basically it. You're probably going to want to add a little bit of time at the end of the scene, depending on how much of a voiceover you're going to do. You know, maybe you're going to talk for 30 seconds about it, in which case you'd add 30 seconds of time. For our purposes today, I'm just going to keep it 2 seconds. And then let's move on to our next one. So now we're at 2006, so we can get rid of everything else. We'll add what happened in 2006. Since this was such a large, significant acquisition, I did add the exclamation mark. Now, this is also a time where you could put some more graphics in to make it a little more interesting. So let's go ahead. I know we have a YouTube logo in here, so we could add that here. And again, depending on how much time you need to do for your voiceover, you can adjust the timing accordingly. Again, I'll just do 2 seconds just for our sakes. Okay, next up we have 2008. So once again, we're just going to do the same thing that we've been doing. I think you get the idea now, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and finish this up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm still working, but I wanted to show you, I'm going to add the alphabet logo here. So I have a copy of it, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit plus and drag and drop the logo into place. Continue. And that's how you bring in your own graphics in case you want to do that on your timeline. If you want to have the hand draw the graphic, you click this little pencil icon and you just start by creating a drawing path and tracing. Then you do a new path and you trace it. And of course you probably already know how to do this, but in case you're a new Doodly user, just thought I'd show it to you. And then save and return. And of course you work with it just like you would any other graphic. Okay, so I have completed the various milestones. I did add some time at the very end of my final scene to make sure we had some time just to kind of finish up whatever voiceover we're saying. And that is it. Let's take a quick look and we'll be done. Now as we watch this, I want you to pretend that I did a voiceover that matches the timing perfectly, okay? Because right now we're just worried about how do we build it. We're not really worried about timing and voiceovers and stuff. And there you have it. That's how you can use Doodly to create your own timeline. I hope this gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching.